Hi, it's Nick on the 25th of August, and we're carrying on this week's theme of self-love and lovability. And in my mind, there's only ever really two things going on. There's either love or judgment going on. So if we're not loving ourselves, then we're probably judging ourselves, in my experience. And personally, I've had massive amounts of self-judgment. I think many of us have massive amounts of self-judgment. So my journey back towards kind of lovability and self-love has been through the territory of self-judgment and just kind of recognizing how judgmental of myself I have been. And it's this funny kind of thing because, I don't think our soul judges us. I don't think, my belief is the Creator doesn't judge us. All the judgment is of ourselves. So this ego part of us, it kind of gets us to do potentially kind of silly or stupid things, and then it judges us for having done it. So it's like it sets us up to do something and then beats us up for having done it. I'm sure you can kind of recognize that dynamic. We do silly stuff and then we crucify ourselves for having done it. So it's like it's a double whammy. So that's where, for me, the self-forgiveness part of lovability has been so crucial, because only through self-forgiveness have I been able to let go of many of the self-judgments that I've had and kind of return to a sense of really liking who I am and enjoying who I am and being happy being who I am, because I've spent so much of my life being judgmental of who I think I am, if that makes sense. So what do you need to forgive yourself for? What do you need to let go of judging yourself for? And how can you have compassion and understanding for what you've previously judged and not forgiven in yourself? That would be my question for you to think about, because it's one of the guiding questions in my life. What do I need to forgive myself for? What do I need to have compassion for myself for? What do I need to stop crucifying myself and giving myself such a hard time for? So that's today's thought. What do you need to forgive yourself for thinking that you've done? Because the reality is you probably never did it anyway. You're just judging yourself for what you think you did rather than what you actually did. Okay, that's today's thought. I hope it's helpful. God bless. Have a good day. Bye bye.